Hey, I just real quick wanted to do this low carb hush puppy recipe for you guys. We made it the other day and it was really great. I had a lot of feedback on Facebook, so I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. You can do this really quick. So I've got 1 egg here. I can do 1 egg. And then to this egg, I'm gonna add, you can use sour cream. I don't have sour cream today and we're dairy free, so I'm just gonna add 2 tablespoons. This is an almond milk, Kite Hill almond milk yogurt. It is unflavored. So that's really important. If you could use a Greek yogurt, dairy is fine. You just sour cream would be ideal, but you can use yogurt. And then to that, I'm gonna add 3/4 cup of almond flour. And in this, I've also put 1 tablespoon of coconut flour and a teaspoon of baking soda. And then this is 1/4 cup of a gluten-free cornbread mix. So the mix already has some baking soda and powder in it. It does happen to have a tiny bit of sugar. It is the Bob's Red Meal. Now, if you wanted to be grain-free and eliminate even more carbs, you could eliminate this. I will tell you from a flavor perspective, it is this little bit, like literally this is 1/4 of a cup of cornbread mix, and that is really what gives it the hush puppy flavor. Okay, to that I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder, and we're gonna add a little bit of onion powder. A little heavier with that because hush puppies are flavored typically with onions. We're gonna stir this a little bit, get it mixed up, and then what I'm gonna add before I get this too mixed up is I have maple syrup. If you have a keto honey you like, you could do that as well. So this is a Chalk Zero keto maple syrup. So again, it's 1 carb, and we're not even gonna add enough for it to be a serving. 2 tablespoons is a serving. We do 1 tablespoon to that, and then we're just gonna mix this up. And it's gonna be a pretty thick batter, but that's gonna give it the sweetness that we like and that we need for hush puppies. And I'm going to show you this batter. It's thick, kind of like very much a dough consistency. You kind of see. So I mean, it's very thick, kind of like a thick sugar cookie or something. But this is for our hush puppies. So I'm going to go ahead and get a skillet going with some grease in it, and I'll be back once that gets to temperature, and we're going to fry these up real quick. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I've got my pan going right now of oil. You can see I did about 1/2 inch of oil, and I've got it going here on our cooktop. I've got my heat at about medium high. Just kind of feel over it, and it's getting warm. We're going to go ahead and put one of these in. I like to use a cookie scoop. It does like a really nice, so I'm going to do not quite, it's like a shallow one. Oh yeah, and you can hear it sizzle. So we're just going to add these. Now I did today, this is a 1/2 batch. You can double this batch because I actually halved it to make this today. So it does do very well if you double it. Some things, for whatever reason, don't do as well when you double them, but this one does. We're gonna let these cook. Kind of see what they're doing here. So as these brown, now because it has the almond flour in it, you wanna be careful because they will burn very quickly. They brown quickly. So what I'm gonna start doing is just gently turning these over. So you can kind of loosen it up and then just let it flip over. Now because my fat doesn't go, they're not completely submersed, we're gonna have to turn these several times to get the sides. So we're gonna get like one side and then we'll get the other side. And we'll just kind of keep turning them here so that they can continue to brown on all sides. But these cook pretty quick as well. They turn really, really pretty. You can kind of see that pretty shade of brown that they're turning. And we're just gonna keep flipping them over so that we get all the sides turned. And guys, if you have missed fried food and hush puppies like I have, this isn't something I would have every day by any means, but literally it took me, I think the video was 1 minute and 30 seconds to mix that up. Now I did have everything pre-measured through it together, and now I am frying these, and it takes about another 2 to 3 minutes per batch to fry them. So I'll have 2 batches like this to fry. So I'm gonna let these fry, and then as we take them out, I'll bring you back and show you the finished product. And we're gonna do all this in less than 10 minutes. And in the meantime, just by the way, I do have some frozen shrimp scampi that I bought already prepared, a quick prepare thing that I get at Costco that we just threw in the oven that was already in a sauce and just goes in the oven. So we've got that kind of going, so it's real hands-free. So I'll be back in a few minutes when we get these Hush Puppies finished up. Okay, so we have our small batch here done of Hush Puppies. And I will tell you, like, they're just beautiful how well they do. As I mentioned, they can get a little bit brown. See, it's got a little bit brown on the one side, but it is really, it's not as dark as it looks. Still really yummy. Oh my gosh, these taste just like Hush Puppies. Low carb, keto. Of course, keto, we don't care about the fat. We're using the almond flour, just enough cornbread mix so it does have a little bit of grain. If you want to be true to keto and get away from the cornbread mix, just increase your almond flour by 1/4 cup and add an extra teaspoon of baking soda. So I hope you'll try it. We're going to save these until we get our shrimp out here in a few minutes, and that'll be our lunch today. Hope you're having a great day. And once you try these, let me know how they go for you.